evening. So in last class we discussed regarding the pure chart, so pure table. Do you have any query regarding last class which is related to pure table? Am I audible to you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So fine. So we'll continue with the pure chart. So in last class we discussed regarding the pure table. Today we'll continue with the pure chart. So I have some data here. Salesman, product name, region. Okay. Then state, department, sales for the year. I'll just change with the year. So I have a sales for the year 22 and 23. So and we have the total sales here. So can you explain me how to insert a chart, pure chart?
We go to insert and then
Okay.
there's an option called pivot chart. So we
Okay.
click on that. Uh, so then the data which is there will automatically be selected. If we want, we can change it accordingly as well.
Okay. Fine. So same thing. So here in pure chart also we have a drag and drop options are there when you insert a chart. So one by one we are going to learn. Okay, do you have any query regarding last class? That is pure table. Fine. So we'll continue to our chart. So I have some data here. So I'll click within a table. You have to select any one of this cell. After selecting this cell, you have the option here insert. So just click on this insert. So in the previous class we discussed regarding the chart. So here you have the one option that is pivot chart. So I'll just click on this pivot chart where it quickly summarize as well as it analyze our data. So in a graphically it represent the data. So that we call it as what? Pivot chart. So I'll just click on this pivot chart. So when you click on this pivot chart again, so as we discussed for the last class, select a table range or by default it will select the entire table. First thing, second thing, we have two things here, new worksheet, existing worksheet. So when you click on this, when you want to insert a chart within the same chart in that time, within the same worksheet, so in that time you can use existing worksheet. So when you click on this existing worksheet, you have to give the location. If you want to insert a chart from here, You have to select that cell. Any doubt till here?
Ma'am, we are actually entering the values. Could you please give us some time?
Okay, simultaneously you guys want to work with me? Fine. I'll give a 2 minutes is fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am,
Okay.
there's one girl in the waking room and she's asking me to to let her in the waking. She's not able to join.
Is it? Just ask her to, okay, second link is there, no? Join to that link.
Okay, ma'am.
You guys are joining for the second link or the first link?
First link, ma'am.
Second,
First link.
second link, ma'am.
Second link.
Ma'am, second link which was pinned in the group.
What's her name?
Ananya Rautala.
Oh, yeah. I'll just send her the link.
Ma'am, can you please show the data?
1 minute. Ma'am. Take this. Ananya, you're there?
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Fine. Guys, you have entered the data?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine then. So in last class we discussed regarding the pivot table. Today we are going to discuss regarding the pivot chart. So pivot chart is all about, so where it graphically it will analyze and summarize your large amount of a data, okay, in a graphically or visual representation, that we call it as a pivot chart. Any doubt? Fine, I'll continue with this. So how to insert a pivot chart? Select any one of the cell within the table. So after selecting in a insert tab, you have the option here pivot chart. So you have the option here pivot chart. So I'll just click on this pivot chart. So when you click on this pivot chart, already it will select the entire table. You have a two option, new worksheet, existing worksheet. Okay, so new worksheet is nothing but, so directly we move on to the another spreadsheet or one more spreadsheet. So when you want to insert a chart within the sheet, then you can go for the existing worksheet. When you click on this existing worksheet, so you have to set the location. So if you want to set the location, you have to select any one of the cell. So when you click on this, when you click on OK button, you can see here you can, after that I'll explain it to you. This is how we can insert a pivot chart within the sheet. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Ma'am, once more, please.
Okay, select it, insert tab, pivot chart. So you have two options. So new worksheet, existing worksheet. So just I'm showing you when you want to insert a chart within the sheet. So in that time we are using the existing worksheet. So when you click on this existing worksheet, you have to set a location for that. For example, I'll select a location here on the A40 cell address. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
So click on OK button. When you click on this OK button, so you have these options are available. So when I insert a new worksheet, I'm going to explain you with this. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Fine then. Now I'll select it. I'll go to the insert pivot chart. By default, it will select a new worksheet. So when you click on this, click on OK button.
Excuse
Now,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is the difference between pivot chart and as well as normal chart, ma'am?
Normal chat here, when you have a large amount of data, quickly you can summarize and analyze your data in a visually you can represent it. That is the difference between your normal chart and the pivot chart. How we are, okay, so you have a normal table and pivot table. There is a lot of difference between your normal table and the pivot table. Same thing here, when you have a large amount of a data, quickly if you want to graphically represent your data, okay, in depth, if you want to summarize and analyze your data in the graphical way, we'll go for the pivot chart fields.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
So when we insert a pivot chart, we get the three things. Here you can create your table. This is a visual representation of your data, nothing but a chart. This is chart area and this is the pivot chart fields. So of course we have here four things. Okay, so in the previous class we discussed about the x-axis, y-axis. So same thing here, we have the pivot chart fields, that is filter, legend, axis, values. So like this you have. So now I have some data here: salesman, product name, region, state, department, 22, 23, and total sales. So same options are available here. Salesman, whatever the headings you have for the table, so it is displaying here. Now I want to create a chart. I want to know salesman voice, what is the total sales? Okay, which salesman has made a highest sales, lowest sales? So all this can be, you can done here. Okay, so first I'll select, I want to know the salesman voice total sales want to know. Okay, so I'll take a salesman here. I'll drop down in the axis. That is, so my table is ready here. The first table, the thing. Second, I want to know total sales. So I'll select a total sales here. I'll drop down in the values. So here you can see here. So my chart is creating. If you want to increase or decrease, you can increase or decrease here. Any doubt till here? If you want, I'll explain it once. So if you got it, we'll continue with the next options.
Ma'am, can you explain it once more?
Sure. Why you inserted the pivot chart, or you? I want to explain it from starting.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Appa?
Ma'am, how do we delete pivot chart so that like we can do it again?
The thing is, so you can't delete all these things. So what you have to do? Just right click and delete your sheet. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
fine. You need a time to insert a pivot chart.
Yes, ma'am. Please, 2 minutes.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am,
Appa?
instead of deleting the sheet, ma'am, to
Hmm?
make some changes, if whatever you have ticked, no, ma'am, near salesman, product, and that only if it de-tick, it can go, no, ma'am.
Hmm. You can deselect it. So every time we are doing the same thing, no, we'll select it and we deselect the data.
Yes.
The thing is, you can't make a changes here. If you want to delete this one, you can't delete it. I'm explaining that. Okay, you have to delete it, deselect it. So see here, I told you, no, you go to the pivot table, analyze, clear all. Otherwise, you can deselect here. Any options you can do.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine. What about that one more person? You inserted the chart, na? Pivot table chart.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now I want to know the salesman voice total sales. So what I will do, you can see here I have a table. This is the chart. So I'll just click on the salesman. I'll drop down in the row. After this, I'll click on this total sales in the values. Okay, now you can see my simple chart is ready now. Okay, my simple chart is ready. Any doubt till here? The first step?
No, ma'am.
Fine then. Now, so I'll just deselect it. I deselect the salesman. Okay, so instead of salesman, I'll go for, okay, so I want region wise sales. So I'll just select and I'll keep it in this. You can see here, and here I'll go for the department wise. So here I have a table, and you can see here my table and the chart is visible to you guys. So you can see here east, north, south, west, and this is the grand total. And in my chart you can see here I have electronics. Okay, then that is east, these are the product, and east, north, south, west. You can see here. So this is how we can insert a pivot chart. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Fine. So I'll just deselect it. So after deselecting it, so I want to know salesman is sales for the 22 and 23. So what you have to do, just select a salesman, drop down in the axis, then I'll go for the sales in the legends. Sorry, I'll take a sales in the values, 23 sales in the values. You can see here, I'll increase it. You can see. Now, it is displaying the entire thing, nothing but all the persons. Okay, so it is displaying all the salesman. If I want to filter my data, okay, so if I want to filter my chart, so in that time, so in the chart, can you see a salesman pop-up button is there? Just click on the salesman pop-up button, then you have the option here. So A, B, it is in the A to Z format. So you have the option here, sort Z to A. If you want, click on this. You can sort the data from Z to A, or A to ascending or a descending order. So this is the sort thing. Any doubt till here? Guys, if you want, I'll explain it once. You got it, we'll continue.
Got it, ma'am.
Got it, ma'am.
Fine. So I'll just click on this pop-up button, and I don't want to create a chart about, I want to create a chart which is regarding the specific people or the specific salesman. So I'll click on this filter. After that, I want Siaram, Radhe Krish. After that, I need a Karn and Duryodhan. So I'm selected as some particular people here. So after selecting some particular people's data, okay, click on OK button. So when you click on this OK button, you can see here in your table, you are getting only information related to the selected people, and you can see here in chart also you are getting the only selected people. So this is how we filter the pivot chart. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Fine then. Now, I'll just clear the filter. Click on OK button. Now, when you insert it, when you insert the chart, I'll just close this. You have the plus option, that is chart elements. You know about it, or can I explain it once? You remember all these things:
Yes,
x-axis, y
ma'am.
title, chart title, data labels. If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
want, I'll explain it once. If you know, we'll continue with the other option.
Ma'am, explain error bars and as well as trend line, ma'am. That's it, ma'am.
Okay, so when you click on this error bars, can you see here in between exactly it will show you the error bar like this. Okay, this we call it as what? Error bars. So I'll just show it to you with some other example. So you have a standard error bar, percentage, standard deviation. Okay, so these are the options are available for you. So after the trend line is nothing but so we have that fluctuation lines are there, no? It will show you the trend lines for some of the sales 22. I'll just click on this. You can see here. So otherwise, I'll go for the trend lines. For 23, I'll take. Click on OK button. Now you can see it is visible, guys, the line of it.
Ma'am, can you explain the meaning of that, ma'am? What do you mean by trend line and error bar, ma'am?
Error bars, I'll just show it to you. 1 minute, ma'am. I'll explain it to you. Error bar is nothing but exactly it will show the portion of it, nothing but half year, half year. That we call it as what? Error bars. And the trend lines, it will show you the fluctuation regarding your sales, profit. That we call it as what? Trend lines. You can see here. So error bar graphically express the potential error amount relative to each data marker in a data series. For example, you can show 5% positive and 5% negative potential error amounts in the result of a scientific experiment. When I give the error bars here, can you see in between exactly it is in between it is showing the half positive, half negative. That we call it as what? Error bars. Got it or can I explain once?
I didn't understand in the graph, ma'am.
Uh, can I explain it in the next class with one more
Ye-
example? Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What about trend lines? It will show you the fluctuation in your sales or the profit. That we call it as a trend line. Can you see here for this? So it is in the upward, downward. That one we call it as what? Trend line.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So after this, I'll just deselect this data. I'll click on this. And the remaining things you know about it. So I'll just remove the error bars here. Now, so then I'll go for the filter. So you have a different types of styles here. You can select whichever style you want. Next, same things are there here. So you can select the options here. Okay. Then, any doubt till here? So you can
No, ma'am.
create lot of charts here. Like if you want to create department wise. So if you want to know the department wise total sales. So I'll select department and the total sales. So in the electronic department, this is the sales. It is showing here. And these are the things. So the next thing is if you want to add one more thing, you can go for the region and drop down here. So again, it's showing this some data. So I'll take a state and drop down in the legends. So you can see here. So Maharashtra, you have that Delhi, Gujarat, Karnataka, Manipur. So it will display, it will analyze, it will summarize your large amount of data in a different things. And one more thing we are going to learn here. Do you have any query till here?
No, ma'am.
Fine then. So I'll go to this pivot table, sorry, format option. Design, I'll go for the design option. Now, I don't want this column chart. I want different chart. Can you tell me what is the procedure? If I don't want this column chart, I want to insert the pie chart, line chart, bar chart. So can you explain me how to change the chart as we discussed for the chart session?
Ma'am, we'll select the data and insert the charts. Like, go on insert tab and find the chart, whatever chart like we wanna insert.
Okay.
Ma'am,
So
in
instead of
the design part, there's this option called change chart type.
good. So this is the procedure when you have already one chart. So go to the design option. You have the option here, change chart type. So just click on this change chart type. So you can go for line, pie. Okay. So you can select here, or the bar if you want, you can select. So I'll click on OK button. So now I'll select here. I'll go to this view field list. So I'll select here. Click on. I'll just close it. So my chart is ready. So like this, you can change the chart type as well as design. So the next thing, so as we discussed, if when you make a necessary changes in the particular cell within the table, so you can go for the right click here. You have the option here, refresh. When you add one more table here, one more column or a row, so go to this pivot table analyze. You have the option change data source. So just click on this, you work on it. So in last class we discussed these two things, refresh and change data source. Same thing is applicable in your pivot chart also. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Once more, can you explain?
Yeah. So what I will do, I'll just deselect all these things. Field list. So I'll just select a product. I'll drop down in the rows. I'll take region. Okay, so I'll drop down in the column. I'll take a total sales. I'll drop down here. See here. So in east we don't have one minute. Mhm. Okay, so I have some data here. I'll convert into a percentage first. So right click here. So you have the option here, summarize values as. So I'll go for the percentage of column total. So it will convert you data into a column total. So you can see here, east we have a computer 43.39 and we have a mobile, but other things we don't have anything like back, camera. So I'll make some changes here. So I'll go to the sheet 1. I'll go for the some data.
Ma'am, excuse me, the step before this you chose show value as percentage of parent column total.
Show, right click, show values as percentage of column total.
Of okay.
So after this, see here, for back there is no value in the east. So I'll go to the sheet 1. Here the bag I'll select. Instead of a south, I'll make it as a east. Any doubt? I made a changes in the region. Instead of a bag south, so I'll take it as a east. Done, clear? So after making the changes, I'll come to the sheet 2. Can you see any changes in your pivot table? So how to refresh it? So when you make a changes in the within the table, so in that time you can use a refresh option. So I'll just right click here. I'll click on this refresh. Now you can see a bag 0%. When I click on refresh here, you can see the bag is 24.42. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Can you explain it again?
So I made a changes in the original data. Okay, I have a original data here. So bag south is there, so I made it as a east. Do you have any query till here? Fine. So after that, come to the pivot table chart. So just here bag is showing 0%. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll just right click on this table. You have the refresh option. This is the one option. Another, go to the pivot table analyze. You have the option here refresh. Can I explain once or you got it?
Got it, ma'am.
Yes. Fine. So this is how we make a changes in the original data. Now here salesman, product name, some headings are there. So what I will do, I'll add a one more heading here. Okay. So I'll take it as fine. I'll add a one more heading here. That is sales 2024. So I'll add some data here. Now I'll go to the sheet 2. You're getting any sales for the 2024?
No, ma'am.
So what you have to do, when you add an extra row or a column in a table, so what you have to do, go to the pivot chart analyze. You have the option here change data source. So when you click on this change data source, click on this change data source. Now so I'll select the whole table once. So after deleting it, I'll select from salesman to total sales. So after this, I'll just click on this OK button. Again, you're not getting that 1, 2, 3. So what do you have to do? So I'll just click on this first. I'll add it here. I'll use the shortcut key Alt H to find. I'll select it and I'll drag it. I'll go to the sheet 2, pivot table analyze, change chart type. I'll delete this. I'll select the entire thing, click on OK button. Guys, give me 1 minute. add a data here. I'll use equals to this option divided by the total. I'll fix it by clicking function F4, enter. I'll just select it and I'll drag it. So after that I'll convert into a percentage. Okay, so now I'll just click on this option. It is not displaying, so I'll just click on this pivot table analyze, change chart type. So now I'll delete this. After deleting it, I'll select it. So after selecting this, I'll click on OK button. Now you can see you'll get the percentage. So when you make a changes in the data within the table, when you make a changes, in that time we are using the refresh option. When you add a one more row or a column, in that time we are using change data source. Now you got it, or can I explain it once?
Ma'am, how did you add the
Can you
percentage
explain it once,
column?
ma'am?
The whole thing
Ma'am, how did you uh, put the percentage column?
equals to, okay, the total sales of a CRM divided by the grand total. Okay, any doubt till here?
No, ma'am, but
1 minute, I'll explain the remaining things. If you have any query in the any of this step, let me know. I'll answer it. Fine.
yes,
So after this, you fix it. What is the function key to fix the data? Absolute reference we discussed, no?
FN and F4.
F. Okay, click on enter option. So now I'll turn into a general. I'll select it and drag it. Any doubt till here?
Ma'am, column or row can be created in the between of the table also, ma'am.
So when you create the between of the table, it is not accepting it. Okay. So you try with that. If it is accepted, then fine. Okay. When I try to create in between of the any of the column, so it is not accepting it. It is not adding that. Okay. So that is the reason I shifted to the last column.
Okay, ma'am.
So any doubt till here? The percentage calculation.
No, ma'am.
So after this, in the previous class we discussed this regarding the number format, no? So pop up this option, excuse me, take it as a percentage. So now it is in the decimal places. So I don't want any decimal places. We have the option here, decrease decimal places. 1, 2. Got it now?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
So after this, I'll go to the option, pivot table analyze, change data source. So after that you delete this range, select the entire range. Click on OK button. So it will display the data for you. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is how we use the refresh and change data source. Okay. So when I have inserted here, department is there. So total sales here, percentage voice here. Okay. Then I'll go for the some product name here, region voice. So if you want to clear it at a time, go to this pivot table analyze, clear all. So the next option we are going to learn here, also you have the same options where you can insert a slicer and insert timeline. Okay. So you know about insert a slicer. So when I use here product name, I'll drop down in the x-axis. So total sales. So I'll just go to this slicer option. It will work as a filter. So I want I'll go for department wise. So I'll select a department, click on OK button. So it is displaying the whole data to you. Okay. If I want to know only which is related to electronics, so I'll just click on this electronics. So garments, furniture, then select it. So if you don't want, just select it and delete it. So again, I'll go to the pivot table analysis, insert timeline. Insert timeline, when you have the dates, then only we can insert this timeline, because it will work as a filter for the dates, not for other things. It's only filter the date related data. Insert slicer, it will work as a filter. I'll go for the salesman voice data. So it is displaying all the salesman data. If I want to know about only Karna, so it will display only which is related to Karna. So if you want more than one person, press Control and you can add it like this. Now it is showing for Bhim, Duryodhan and Karna. If you want to clear it, you can clear it. If you don't want, select it and delete it. So as we discussed for the last class. Any doubt? Guys, at least tell me yes or no. Otherwise, we'll
No, ma'am.
continue with the no, no. Okay, fine. So this is all about your what? Pivot chart. So the next thing, you know how to create a salary sheet?
Ma'am, like the normal thing, like names and salary, right?
The salary which contain DA, PF, ESI. Then you have some allowance like DA, HRA, conveyance allowance. How to calculate on your basic salary.
No, ma'am.
Fine, I'll explain it to you. Now, I'll go with a new Excel sheet. We'll try to create a one salary sheet. So when you're working for the company, okay, most of the time we'll create a salary sheet. So first I'll go for the employee ID and employee name, then his designation. You can add whatever you want, guys. I'm just adding here, okay. Next I'll go for the basic salary. You guys are all are commerce student, no here.
No, ma'am.
Basics. No, fine. EPF, employer pension scheme, employer state insurance. After that, we'll go for KSI loan will take. After that, we'll go for the next salary. I didn't take the everything. I have taken a sum of the things. Okay, so I'll just select it. Fine. So employee ID, I'll take it as a NICT 101. So some 10 people are there. So when you're working for the original company, lot of people are there. So then you can go for all these things. So I'll give us some name here. Ram, Sham, P, Manu, Tanu, Ravin. So designation, you can take it as a CA, CS, MD, CEO, accountant, officer, auditor. Okay, so I have some data here. So now we'll go for some questions. If I have, I'll just check. So I have some questions here. One by one, we are going to learn. Deducting loan amount of Tanu, Ranju, PF, ESI. So I have some data here which contain the employee ID, employee name, designation, basic salary, and DA, HRA, PF, TDS, loan, and the net salary. We have a lot of other things like you have a ESI, EPF. Okay, after that you have some sorry, some conveyances are there. So you have a lot of things. I have taken some of the headings here. Okay, basic salary. This is the minimum amount that we have to give to the employee. This is the minimum salary we are giving to the employee by the employer. So everyone know about the basic salary. Guys, if you don't know Let me know, I'll explain it once.
We know, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So you know what is DA, guys? DA stand for dearness allowance. So to meet the day-to-day expenses, company is giving to the employee, that we call it as a dearness allowance. And HRA is nothing but house rent allowance to meet the accommodation. So employer is paying the rent amount to a employee, that is HRA. Any doubt regarding your DA and HRA?
Ma'am, can you explain it again, ma'am?
DA is nothing but a dearness allowance, whatever the day-to-day expenses are there. For example, which is related to your grocery or the other things, whatever the dairy product are there. So to meet those expenses, company is providing the dearness allowance to your workers or the employee. That we call it as a DA. And HRA is nothing but house rent allowance. House rent allowance is nothing but some of the people are staying in the rented house. To meet the accommodation, so their company is paying to the employee. Okay, that we call it as house rent allowance. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Fine. PF is nothing but it is like a saving. Okay, where company is deducting the part of a salary of the employee. Okay, that we call it as what? PF. And TDS, tax deducted at source. So this is a tax which we are paying to the government. Loan, some of the people has taken the some advances. So monthly they are deducting from their salary. So that we call it as a loan, and we have to calculate the net salary. Any doubt regarding any of the headings? If you have any query, let me know. I'll explain it to you.
No, ma'am.
Fine then.
Ma'am, can you explain that ESI and EPF?
Okay, EPF, ESI. This EPF and PF both are same. You can, that is Employee Provident Fund. Okay, EPF and PF both are same. Where part of the profit, part of the salary is deducted by the company. ESI is nothing but employee state insurance. For example, some medical covering things are there, no, like medical insurance we call it as a ESI, that is employee state insurance. Got it, or can I explain it once? It is also
Got it,
deduction.
ma'am.
Fine then. So these are the some headings. So now I have some data here. Basic salary is there. I have a DA. According to your company's set of rules and regulation, you can see here. I want to calculate the DA, that is yearness allowance. If the DA is 20% of basic salary, what I want to calculate? I want to calculate the DA. What is DA? DA is whatever the basic salary is there, no? On that 20% is DA. Any doubt regarding the first question?
No, ma'am.
Fine. I'll just show with the practical one. Now I'm calculating the DA. So equals to basic on the base multiply by 20%. So that is the DA amount. Any doubt, or can I explain it once?
No, ma'am.
Fine then. Click on enter option. So I'll just select it and I'll drag it.
Ma'am, here
So
for 20% we should not fix it, ma'am.
no, pa. When you click here also it is taking the 20% because it is a relative reference.
Okay,
When
ma'am.
you're dragging, for example, if I'm selecting any of the things here, when you're dragging, so in that time you have to fix it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, calculate the house rent allowance if the HRA is 25% of DA. So, any one of you, can you guide me how to calculate the HRA if the HRA is 20% of DA?
Equals to, then we select the cell in which 9300 is written and into 20%.
Okay. So, equals to DA, because we are not calculating on basic salary, we are calculating on DONS allowance. So I am selecting equals to DA multiply by how many percent? 25
25%.
percent. Okay, you can see here 25%. Just click on enter option, select it and you drag it. So this is our HRA. So now you have the option calculate the provident fund if the provident fund is 12% of basic salary. So who will guide me how to calculate the EPF or the PF? Both are same.
Equals to basic salary into 12%.
Okay, equals to basic salary multiply by 12%. So click on enter option, select it and drag it. So this is EPF. Then TDS. So TDS is calculate the TDS if the TDS is 10% of basic salary. So I'll use equals to basic salary multiply by 10%. Click on enter option. Select it and drag it. Now I'll comes to the loan. Some of the people has taken the loan, so monthly they are deducting from their salary. So how much they are deducting, who all those person, I have given the information here. So deducting the loan installment of Tanu worth rupees 2500. Where is Tanu? Okay, fine. 2500. Second person, Ranju worth rupees 2800. 2800. Next, and Ravin 1350 respectively. Where is Ravin? 1350. And what about remaining? Remaining you keep it as a any doubt regarding any of the heading?
Oh, ma'am.
Fine then. Now, so I want to calculate the net salary. So net salary is basic plus 1 minute. I added something else here. Okay. So net salary is basic plus DA plus HRA minus PF plus loan plus TDS. So these are the allowance given by the employee: basic salary, DA, okay, HRA, and this EPF, TDS, loan. These are the deduction from your employee's salary. Okay, we'll calculate it. You have any query regarding this sentence? If you want, I'll explain it once.
Ma'am, we'll use basic formula of sum and like subtraction, right?
Pass. Normal.
Okay, ma'am.
Nothing formula is there. Okay, fine. Now, equals to, open the bracket. I'll show you the two things here. Okay. Basic plus DA plus HRA. I'll close the bracket. Minus, I'll open the bracket, EPF plus, or the PF plus TDS plus loan. So loan is I2. So I'm using here I2. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So click on enter option. So what is
Ma'am,
the
can
net
you
salary?
explain, ma'am?
Okay, I'll explain it once.
No, ma'am. Can you explain loan column, ma'am?
Loan column, fine. So see here, some of the people are there who has taken the advance amount from the company. Now instead of giving them at a time, what they are doing, they are deducting monthly. Okay, so think that you're working in some place, you have taken a loan of rupees 1 lakh. At a time we can't pay the whole amount. So what you have informed to your company, every month you deduct some of the amount. Like if you have a salary of 35K, so you deduct 5,000 every month. So within a 10 like 1 lakh, within a 20 months you can clear it, like a EMI facility. No, every month you're paying some of the amount or a fixed
Yes, ma'am.
sum amount. Same thing here also. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay, now listen to me. I have the data here. Deducting the loan installment of whom? Tanu. You can see here Tanu, Ranju and Ravin of rupees 2,500, 2,800 and 1,350 respectively. Nothing but Tanu is 2,500. So Tanu, where is Tanu? Fine. Here. So Tanu is 2,500. Next, one more person, Ranju 2,800. So Ranju 2,800. Now one more person is there, that is Ravin 1,350. So Ravin 1,350. So only the three people has taken the loan. So we are deducting the amount of only three people. Now you got it.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Got it, ma'am.
So what about net salary? Any one of you, do you have any query? If you have any query, let me know. I'll explain it once. Fine then. So now you can see here we added these three things, minus it by these three things. Enter. I'll select it and I'll drag it. So I'll ask you some question, the basic things only. So how to calculate the maximum salary? I want to know the maximum net salary.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Apa?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, like, the like whoever the three-person are taking loan, we'll deduct that
Okay.
loan from the net salary, right?
Not net salary. From here, ma, whatever the thing, basic you have, DA you have, HRA is there, no? So from that we are
For the
deducting the loan.
for the people who are taking loan, we are deducting like the loan amount from basic salary.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
So now, can you tell me what is the maximum salary? Maximum net salary. Calculate the maximum net salary. Can you tell me the formula for me?
Is equals to max, and we have to select that, ma'am.
Which cell you are going to select, ma?
Net salary cell, ma'am.
Okay. So select the net salary and close the bracket. Enter. So you'll get what is the maximum salary? That is 60667. So if you want a minimum salary equals to min, open the bracket, select the net salary, close the bracket, enter. So it will display the minimum net salary. So if you want, you can add a one more thing here. You can add here. You can combine these things. Click on this merge and center. You can add here salary sheet for the month June 2024. Select it. Okay, so you can select the whole thing. You can convert into any font style. So this is how we create the salary sheet. So any doubt regarding your
No,
salary
ma'am.
sheet and the pivot chart?
No, ma'am.
So with the help of the same thing, okay, so the next class we are going to discuss regarding the formula auditing. Okay, so I'll just save this. What about other people? Other people are not submitting the assignment. Only some of the people are submitting the assignment.